This NFL Props Week 4 edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN.
Hey, this is John Smoltz, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, real money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Happy week 4, part 2, Sean.
Yes, week 4, part 2, talking props with the laddie daddy himself from the Bottom Line Bombs podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, Mr. CJ Sullivan. What's happening, CJ?
What's up, fellas? It is week 4, the end of the quadrant.
Oh yes, in Circa.
Can't believe it's this fast. There's a clip of Mike Francesco where every week he goes, "Can't believe it's week 6 already." He comes so fast.
That's maybe where Kramer gets it from, because I mean, until I made him aware of the behavior, he would just always be like, "Can you believe it's week 5?
Yeah.
Can you believe it?"
No
And I wish
what.
we had a montage cut up of just Kramer. Can
It's
you
like
believe
that
it?
teacher walking into his classroom wearing different shirts every day.
Hello, 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 hello. Yes, we're here talking a little picks, talking a little props, good times. Coming off, let's. I mean, I got a bunch here. Got a nice ladder to go. I got a little touchdown parlay, clocking in at 79 to 1. Kramer, how we feeling?
I just put the link to the Bottom Line Bombs in the chat.
Oh, great.
Yes.
We'll take this as a personal no props until people go over there and subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button. Great point. Get the YouTube people involved.
I also read this study. It was a study about YouTube behavior, and granted, this is a survey, so you're dealing with people that are like at least have enough get them to fill out a survey, but lazy enough to answer. Number one reason they don't like a YouTube video they like, lazy. Number one reason they don't subscribe to a channel they like, lazy. And once you watch a video, it's going to keep serving up that channel anyway. So people under the age of 23 are just fucking lazy.
Embarrassing.
So if you're over 23 and you want to show us you're not lazy,
smash that subscribe button.
Literally
hit the thumbs up. Smash CJ.
Do you identify with these Gen Z people? No, I didn't think so.
It's literally the least you could do. It's the least effort you could possibly do.
Really
is just
is.
click something you're already clicking.
Imagine all you got to do to support a business that cranks out free content daily, hours upon hours of hours of winners, of content, entertaining gambling picks, picking every NFL game against the spread. All you got to one click. Maybe toss a 5-star Spotify.
That's in the
so maybe like 3 clicks.
In the product world, that's called a low friction interaction. That's what you want. This is
what the people are here for.
You want as little friction as possible.
I like when people text me. What's the picks? What's the thing? Like while I'm doing a show, here's the link. I don't want to do it.
I don't want to support your small business.
Right.
I want corporate gambling to succeed. Not on my watch, baby.
Well, and that which leads to the other thing. Hopefully we have it deployed for the week 5 slate of shows, but also seems like a lot of people watch shows like this with the audio turned off. And so, doing a better job of visually showing people what you're picking as the show is going on is also a plus EV move. So again, this is how the robots.
People love slides.
I know, who knew that Colby was going to be ahead of the curve on that. It's insane. You want to know how you let the robots win? Well, you get rid of all voice communications, right? Phone calls are only for spam. Listening to a podcast is for losers. Turn that audio off. Just watch it. Just watch. Just like with your clips on the social. If you don't have subtitles, you're a fucking asshole, because some dick beater is going to be watching without sound, and they want to be able to read your lips.
Shout out to dick beater in the chat. But It's I like when people watch it like Instagram stories while they're in the shower, not even watching it, just so it's watched, so their friends or fans will know that they viewed their stories.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, it just goes on a thing. They don't even watch it.
I do sometimes have God's Eye work for us, and I'll throw on a whole bunch of our YouTube playlists.
That's fine.
And God's Eye will do some.
It's gang the system. It's how Barstool got created.
All right,
and Reddit.
Yes,
yeah,
Reddit.
Absolutely.
Also.
Most famously, Reddit completely fabricated all of its community to show everyone it had the best community. Anyway.
Kramer, what is, and I know everyone's subscribed not only to our show, but CJ's as well. Yep. They're locked in. They're ready to go. What is your first prop for NFL Week 4?
I'm going to wait until everyone who's listening subscribes to CJ's show.
All right.
All right. Number one, what if I told you I'm going to give you a prop that has hit 3 straight weeks? It is not lost this season. It, of course, is the 3rd edition of my mega lock running back under, where we take a big dog and we fade him for the week. Full transparency, I first went back to the Browns because they've been just a stone cold lock fading running backs against them, but they lined Gibbs at 62.5 and they lined Montgomery in the mid 50s. So I said, no, thank you. So let me, what's this? I stumbled into someone who's hit every week going against a team that is historically pretty good against the run. Saquon Barkley under 83.5 rushing yards. I told you on the pick show yesterday, Sean, that the matchup to watch here is AJ Brown having a huge game, beating, or maybe someone else in the passing game. I saw the Bucks aren't very good against the tight end either. So Dallas Goedert
could have a nice week.
But I don't think it's going to be the ground game of Saquon Barkley. And even just like as an Eagles fan, at some point you're winning games, so you're not concerned. But the running game is not where it was last year.
Yeah.
So
sure. Yeah. No, he is.
It's a high number.
I didn't even make. That's not even
Kramer's
a hot
on
take,
tilt.
and you're having a automatic rejection to it.
No, I was gonna say Saquon hasn't been as dominant as he was. I mean, certainly had an insane career year. I said I don't think he's going to have that same career year this year. I think AJ Brown has a good matchup. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense. I think the Eagles' offensive line is in a good shape. But again, Vita Vea, anytime he's in there, he crushes rushing offenses.
They also, if you go back, I mean, if you go back and look at you'll hear a lot of people saying how Bowles blitzed the shit out of Hurts in the previous matchups. But a lot of those blitzes are kind of the run blitzes, and so I think they're going to do the same thing. I think I really think it's going to be crowd the line of scrimmage and force the deep stuff to the receivers. So yeah, Barkley under.
And Lane Johnson is fully good to go. I know he was dealing with the stinger. He's 100%.
Nice.
CJ?
Well, because I like to pivot off of the conversations, I want to move some things around. And if
what are you getting uncomfortable?
No, not at all. If you'll actually, I'm going to get you all back on our side here. It's almost in your honor. If you'll indulge, since I have a couple of degen parlays, I kind of want to leak one in here into this opening play that I don't have to save because I have a Saquon Barkley prop. The Tampa Bay, you're right, does stop the run, but they give out the second most reception yards in running backs in the entire league. Saquon Barkley's total is 13.5 receiving yards.
Get him going the passing game.
And we do know they blitz very much. So the Bulls 45% of the time they would blitz Hurts. Now, so I'll start right off with Saquon Barkley over 13.5. And here's a degen parlay that I was going to save till the end, but since I have a couple in the holster, no problem. Just as a little bonus here to start the show off with a bang. To get everyone to get the left and the right together, the blue and the red, the green and the blue, to shake hands together.
Well, I'm Canadian.
You love a reverse correlation parlay.
Under catches over yards.
Under 2.5 receptions, over 60 yards receiving. Woo-hoo. That's 110 to 1.
That's a beautiful thing, CJ.
110
Even
to 1.
Kramer would have to admit that's a great.
Well, no,
craft.
I think if I like if the Eagles have success against the Bucks, I do think it's going to be big plays and not long methodical drives. Right. And so yeah, I think that is I'll have to put that in the back of my brain. Yeah. I honestly did look at the receiving yards also as a way, but I mean I wanted to fade them, but that's a very low number.
It's very low number.
TJ, that is a great Great angle.
He's plus 1420 to get 60 yards receiving, but under the 2.5 makes it 100. That's how you choose that.
Let's go, baby. I'll stick in that game.
Woo.
This is an auto play, and just it's a friendly reminder to get back on the auto play. We haven't talked about it much, but Jalen Hurts anytime touchdowns.
Yeah,
they're not moving the price. It's minus 135. Shop around, you might be able to get the minus 130. He's had 4 rushing touchdowns in 3 games. In the 3 regular season games against Tampa Bay, he's had 4 rushing touchdowns. I know they signed that gigantic 450-pound guy to try and slow them down. Not gonna work. Low man wins. You're 450 pounds, 100-degree heat and humidity. You're not slowing him down.
I don't think he's playing this week.
Oh, he not?
It was just the news was they brought him because remember they had cut him
because he couldn't make weight, which was kind of cruel.
This was them bringing him back. Now maybe they're playing. They're trying to say play games of some sort, but they brought him back to the practice squad. I've not read anything that suggests he's being elevated.
Yes, and your point, we don't know. I assumed, or I think, and reading from what people said that they brought him back in the practice squad this week with the idea that they were going to make him active to try and use him to stop the tush push. But
if you're going to have
it's all a theory.
If you're going to have a fat guy that's so fat you don't let him play, it's a liability to let him play football in training camp.
Now.
This is when you deploy him.
But and I envision him like as soon as the Eagles get to the 20, they already just put him at the goal line. Say, wait there, don't worry, we'll play 10 guys. Wait till the ball gets to you. Or can he sit? Can you can't substitute from behind the end zone, huh? Just walk
him out there.
Yeah,
roll him out.
Well, to your point, they should just run a lot of fake tush pushes, or at least like line up. They're going to do a tush push.
Right.
Then the 4 guys got to jog out to midfield, jog back.
Yes.
Desmond Watson is his name, and Easy saying they call him the tush push Terminator.
Love it.
Why?
Well, I thought
what is he terminating?
Yeah, I thought the Eagles were going to re-sign CJ Gardner-Johnson just to shit talk this guy to make him cry, break him down, so he won't be able to take.
Well, he's never played.
Bully him, because that's what he's good at.
He's never played an NFL game, so the only thing he's terminated was his contract because he couldn't make whatever, like 435. They wouldn't reveal the weight that they wanted him at. It's just it didn't sound like he was close.
If Albert Hainsworth couldn't pass that test or whatever, I want to see this guy do the minimum skill test that Golick passed or whatever one time in the studio.
The old conditioning test.
Yes.
All right, so Eagles. I mean, Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown. That should just be a part of your auto plays until they move it to like minus 200, minus 170. It's the guy gets in the end zone almost every game. Kramer, what's another prop?
I'll stay in the same game because I think I don't understand what they're doing with Bucky Irving's number here. Bucky Irving's gone over 64.5 rushing yard in every game he's played. The offensive line is getting massive reinforcements, and they've been quite good on EPA per play. The Jets game kind of dropped him down a little efficiency wise, but they've been good in spite of the players they've been missing. Also, the Eagles have been sneaky bad on the defensive line, bottom 8 in EPA in adjusted line yards. I believe I could be wrong. It could be even worse than that. So yeah, Bucky Irving to get over a number he's got over in every game. They showed the commitment to him last week. I think 25 carries. He's getting the workload. Rashad White's sprinkled in pretty sparingly. Yeah. So we're running. We're going to run Bucky Irving out there against the Eagles, 64.5 rushing yards. We saw it last week with Kyron Williams, able to get the edge on this Eagles defense. They're running away from Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, and you're able to get the edge on this defense. So I think Bucky Irving and
Nolan Smith could be out. I just don't see game script wise. They're going to be playing from behind, so I don't think he's going to get the carries to get over. And their offensive line is still kind of banged up. Tristan Wirfs playing. Is he going to be 100%? They've had a number of injuries on the offensive line, so I would actually look to the under on Bucky Irving. Look at how angry Kramer is. I'm just pushing back. I'm not worried about Bucky Irving. I'm more worried about our second cornerback position. And if Chris Godwin's healthy, which I don't know if he is, and Mike Evans not playing, is certainly a nice break for them. Ibuka, if he's 100%, I'm more worried about that than Bucky Irving running all over us.
Okay. I mean, I'll just remember this when he breaks off a nice 22-yard run in the first quarter, getting around the edge.
I get
specifically how I described it: off tackle, Bang. His contact balance, beautiful.
What is his longest run of the year? Has he broke 100 yet this year?
No.
Bucky Irving?
Right.
I don't think so.
I don't
Has
think
he?
he has.
Let's see.
66, 71, 37.
37. The first game though, there was some weirdness in that game.
His
Wait, he
season,
had 37 yards week 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
14
So he hasn't
carries.
cleared his
Yeah, I
number
lied.
yet.
I just lied.
All right.
The last 2 games.
33% of the season, he has not cleared this.
That's a great counter. And he had 25 carries, only 66
yeah,
yards.
he hasn't been explosive this year.
That's a concern.
We'll see.
I'm not saying this.
I'm looking for his long.
Nothing to do with
His
your
long
play.
is 16 yards.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
CJ, what do you got?
Well, so we'll go back to the auto play just to get this out of the way, since I already gave you fans 110-1 parlay as a prop.
It's casual.
Just casual, along with it. It was just a bonus.
I like how CJ didn't make it a part of his DGen play. This is
Yeah.
separate. This is just your run of the mill props.
Straight up prop play. Now it was to go along with it. Get yourself grounded, of course, with the original 13.5. But my auto play, which I always give out, the Apostrophe Gang, Kami Farbarn, of course, did not hit last
Rare
week.
miss for him.
He missed too.
Rare. He did.
He got the attempts.
He did miss. He did. He got attempts. Could have had more attempts if Jacksonville didn't miss their field goal. It was a lot. It was a little mind games going on, but I love that he missed it last year. I
got people off the scent.
got people off the scent.
The price is amazing.
And the books, yeah, it's even. I saw even money in -110. I mean, this might be my shove smash play of the year, lock of the millennium. At home versus the Titans with this defense. I mean, with this offense, versus the defense, they will be.
Kramer, do you think the circuit will have kicking props up on Friday
No,
night? Probably.
no.
They
Circuit
usually
doesn't have fun with their props.
Yeah.
That's
but this is going. I'm officially adding this to my card.
I mean, this is look for alt numbers here. I was trying to ladder some Farbarn. I mean, I honestly think he's got 3 field goals in him in the first half.
Well, we definitely know at least one place down near the equator that will allow field goal ladders.
There we go. Well, I will definitely ladder this up. But the Apostrophe Gang this is the perfect storm for it. Not just the matchup at home, the must win, and I mean, he might kick 8 field goals in this game, and to get even money or -110 is absolutely insane. These guys,
Are you seeing an even money out there?
I saw an even money earlier, and then it went to 110.
Where's Paulie Howard?
I know, and then
So he was 3 of 3 week 1, week 2, 2 of 2,
Yeah.
week 3, 1 of 2. But it's pretty rare. And I'm trying. I mean, my God, I'm just looking at his last year.
it's insane. He only missed it twice all year, and it's like
He had a record of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games in a row. He went over 1.5.
It's the perfect combination of things that you need.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, a team that is happy to settle for field goals, a team whose offense continues to struggle.
Mhm.
They play in a dome. The kicker's pretty good. The Titans' red zone defense hasn't been horrible, so
No.
there's a lot to like.
and he can kick it 60 yards, and they settle for it, obviously.
Yeah, they're happy to play for the long field goals.
So yeah, give me the apostrophe and a smash apostrophe, if you will. It's a smash apostrophe play of the millennium at -110.
My next prop, everyone has left him for dead, but it's time he shakes it off. Give me Travis Kelce over 39.5 receiving yards.
Wow.
He went over it in his first 2 games pretty easily. Ravens have allowed 218 receiving yards to the tight end so far.
Laporta was open every time he needed to be.
I know, and like as someone who was on the Laporta stuff, it was annoying because he was very open.
Yeah.
He's still clearly a big part of the game plan. Noah Gray hasn't been doing anything. I mean, Xavier Worthy's back. I think that should be helpful for them. But this Ravens defense, they've been outgained by a decent amount in every game. It's kind of mind-boggling. And he had even last week, he still had 4 targets. Before that, 6, 7. He had 7 targets last week. The only time he wouldn't have gone over this number. So
How amazing it would be. I'm just thinking right now if Kelsey smashed Worthy again. As soon as he comes back, it knocks him out.
Well, you guys have seen the
another
clip
route
from
wrong.
the podcast where it's like the one player that that Taylor Swift knew and brought up on the show.
Yeah, she liked him, and then next thing you know, Kelsey's smashing him.
Yeah. Last week's game would concern me if I was a Kelce guy.
What about it?
That's not something the Giants do well.
Oh well, he had 7 targets. I think
that's even worse.
And the road game out of sync, look ahead spot against an inferior opponent. You could see how it would be a letdown spot. So I think this week they're going to be locked in, and he was
yelling at Andy. He likes to bounce back for that.
Little chippiness.
4 yards per target, pretty bad. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he had a bad game, but he bounced back at home. Kramer, what's your next prop?
All right, we got this is a game that we disagree on, Sean.
Yes.
And I started using a little. I kind of got deep into the adjusted line yards, and that's probably why I have a whole bunch of running back shit this week. But Chicago. Not very good on the defensive side when it comes to adjusted line yards, success rate, a lot of the things you look at when you want to break down, can this team stop the run? Ashton Jeanty is at a low point in terms of everyone saying he sucks. This team sucks. We know his offensive line hasn't been helping him out, but this is the easiest matchup they've had all year by a mile. He's also in the low 60s, 63.5. And we've seen it when he's had a little bit of space. You start to you start to get what and game script wise, I think it's not crazy to think that the Raiders could be winning this game. So over 63.5 rushing yards for Ashton Jeanty, -114. And I'll declare this lowest number he gets for the rest of the season.
What was the
63.5?
Now you totally forgot about how Chip Kelly made him change his stance. Pete Carroll's sons adjusted the O-line.
I don't. None of that matters.
Okay.
Bears are horrible against
that. I mean, fading the Bears' run-stopping defense, I think totally makes sense. I'm still a little skeptical of the Raiders O-line, but I don't think Jeanty's a bust. I just don't think he's had any room to run.
No, his outside of the Bengals, he's been given the least amount of space. He's
the Chase Brown stuff's insane.
Well, he's not that far behind in terms of averaging being contacted like half a yard behind the line of scrimmage.
And you look at the Bengals. Obviously, the big injury news is Burrow, but the interior, their 2 guards have been out as well. Like the Bengals' offensive line's been pretty rough. All right, so we got a Jeanty over rushing yards. CJ, what are you on?
No, I agree with the Jeanty slander being outrageous because of the.
The blocking reps are bad.
Right,
he's got a couple bad pass blocking reps.
Yeah, but so what?
Just saying, you got to tighten that up.
I tried to warn people about Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly, he will fuck everything up.
Yeah.
I like Jeanty. I hope he turns it around.
Jeanty's pass blocking problems is that the video. He needs to learn how to fake it, at least like Saquon. So the video doesn't look so bad. Where he's just staring, getting spun around like
completely missing.
Ripped on. Yeah, that'd be a veteran move. All right, let's go to tight ends. Let's go to Ireland. Let's get up early in the morning. Let's go to TJ Hawkinson in Minnesota, who finally had a nice game after it only took him 2 years.
Wentz loves the tight end.
Carson Wentz loves the pepper to tight ends. Absolutely right. Yep. 5 catches, 49 yards last week.
He's back.
And a touchdown. He's back. And it wasn't just Wentz, actually. It was the return of their lineman, Christian Darrisaw. Once he came back and made his debut, now you can see this Vikings line being what they wanted it to be. He didn't have to sit back and block. He could run a lot more routes, and he ran a lot more since he didn't have to help double teaming. Now, the Steelers last week gave up 10 catches for 108 yards and 2 touchdowns to New England tight ends. More on that in a little bit. Pittsburgh will be pressuring Wentz, which will be a quick option for him. Hawkinson, and like he said, he does like to pepper him. So his number is 34.5 yards, 3.5 catches.
Seems low.
Yeah, it seems pretty low. I'll go with over the yardage, 34.5.
34. I did not think in the year 2025 we would be discussing Carson Wentz and his love of the tight
end pepper.
Coming off a 40-point win.
Right.
You didn't think we were going to be discussing that?
I mean, Danny Dimes and Carson Wentz both looking great. Who'd have seen it coming? Hey, we're also brought to you by, as always, mybookie.ag. Head over to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. Get in there. Use that promo code SGPN. Score 100% bet back bonus up to $500. T's and C's do apply as they do on all the bonuses, but we gave out a bunch of props for Thursday Night Football. Go back and check that episode out if you still got time. Our NFL picks episode, college football, plenty of options to tail or fade if you're feeling spicy. Love my bookie. Been around. I mean, Ryan, I remember hanging out in your garage talking Carson Wentz and my bookie. It's crazy that both things are still around in our lives today. So
I thought you were going to bring up the time we brought the MyBookie SGP backdrop to a room
we did
at the Palazzo, and Dick Olson came by. It was like, you know, like when you walk into an event, we had like we had a picture zone, and Dick Olson didn't have a tooth. That's what I remember.
That was great. Great time.
Still doesn't have that tooth. So
and my bookie's still been paying out people easy with that fast crypto withdrawal and easy deposit and withdrawal using that sweet cryptocurrency. We're also brought to you by No Vig. Who likes Vig? I don't. Anyone here a Vig fan? No, of course not. That's why you got to head over to No Vig, America's #1 sports prediction market. And since it's a prediction market, you're getting some of the best prices around and available in a bunch of states, including California, Florida, Texas, Alaska, Hawaii, Oklahoma, Iowa, I'm pretty sure is in there. Wyoming, Utah, Washington, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and many more. Get in on the action with Novig. Promo code SGPN. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 when you use the promo code SGPN. Going back to the well here, since we're talking a little Ireland games.
It was the best price around.
What murder? Jalen Warren in the receiving game. They continue to hang a pretty low number here, over 23.5 receiving yards. I'm getting in on it. Aaron Rodgers likes him in the passing game. I think this is a decent matchup for him, and just feels like the perfect. It's Dublin. There's gonna be slippery conditions. He's just gonna be looking to check it down, drop it off a little bit. Maybe he's gonna be a little bit more conservative. Hopefully, as someone backing the Steelers. The Florida's defense got to him last time he was in there in England. I think it's a good way to counter the Vikings attacking defenses with some check down stuff to Jalen Warren, who's been great in the passing game. I mean, the Steelers offense in general has not been doing anything, but Jalen Warren in the passing game's been pretty good. And I think he has a chance with the slippery field, maybe, break out a little bit. So yeah, Jalen Warren, I don't know why it's still, and this is in my mind laterable. He's coming off a 5 for 34. Before that, 4 of 86. Week 1 against the Jets, only 2 for 22, but he did get in the end zone, and that game was kind of a bit of a shootout. And their offense hasn't looked like that since. So I think this is a good spot for him. Over 23.5 receiving yards, Jalen Warren.
He is the guy.
He's the guy, and like I said, Rodgers wants to get him the ball, and they won't be able to run the ball against Minnesota. So I think they will be needing things to. They want to still get him the ball by throwing it to him, I believe.
Yeah, the more that I think about it, I'm gonna have exposure to no touchdown, just in case.
Just in case.
That's the
what
ultimate.
Is the no touchdown price?
I feel like the no touchdown on Thursday night on the maybe both Monday night games, on the Ireland game, like all the standalone games, I'm probably going to have to just a little.
Well,
insurance.
CJ was leaning into a potential tie game.
Oh,
this week does have a little tie vibes. With a, I mean, what says more pointless than a tie over in Dublin?
Is there a market for only defensive touchdowns in that Ireland on a Carson Wentz game?
You could play both sides of that, certainly.
I mean, I think the diabolical is Steelers first touchdown defense parlayed with Steelers first touchdown of the game, Steelers defense parlayed with last touchdown of the game. Steelers defense.
So the same side. Right. I think you play that both ways.
Yeah. Just the idea that the only touchdown scored is one defensive or
no, I think you do. I think you do that with the Steelers, and I think you do that with the Vikings as well.
Oh, okay. Man, this is so
absolutely.
Good.
Just in case. We're building a whole just in case portfolio.
Because that's what we did last week. We did it. We faded it. Carson Wentz, like when it was sitting right there on the other side. Wentz puts that magic in you.
And
let's see what the no touchdown is.
When we get to the underdog entry, they do have a Carson Wentz higher fumble that I'm gonna make a case we might want to put in.
I would anticipate they haven't opened the no touch. So the no touchdown on the with special teams is only 60 to 1, which means probably going to be in the not 80 to 90 to 1 range. For the version where you're only playing the defense. That's a great angle. I think we do. I'm going to jot that down in my notes.
Little bonus degen parlays.
First, last parlay.
Do some jotting.
Yeah, Pit D and Mindy. All right.
Kramer, what do you got?
Malik Neighbors has gone under 61.5 yards 4 times in his career, and the 4th time was last week. He's smiling. He's very happy.
He's referring to himself in the third person.
Yeah, that's what he
by
should
his
be doing.
number.
He's a diva receiver. That's fine.
He's having conversations with Odell Beckham and Antonio Pierce in the
that's
That's always a
hallways.
great influence. It was great when they asked him, "Well, what have you learned when they switch quarterbacks?" He's like, "They're gonna get it to one." I gotta start referring to myself in the third person by my jersey number. That's
I think
that's a true receiver move.
One of the big takeaways is like, okay, I understand you could make the claim that Malik Neighbors wasn't. It doesn't matter. You can't. I mean, here's the crazy thing about the game last week. The only other time Malik Neighbors received 7 or fewer targets in a game was the first game of his career. So how do you not like that? That just so obviously what's happening here is okay. So here's the plan. Target 1. So when Malik Neighbors said that, he was probably just regurgitating what Dable said to him. Anyway, over 61.5 receiving yards. Okay. This is going to be an obvious double-digit target game. I also think the more of the field will be seen because Jackson Dart a little taller than Russell Wilson.
Oh wow! The claws come out as soon as you move on.
Hall of Famer, you're taking digs at here.
And they're just going to do a bunch of weird like quick hitter RPO stuff. So look for that slant and go big play from
Sluggo.
I would almost play like he's going to have a couple big catches. So this is a comically low number.
Sutton had a couple against the Chargers there.
Yeah. They're beatable on the back end. I mean, Decker was so surprised. It's always good to get a scouting report from Decker when he's like, man, our secondary is like doing all right here. And then you look at who they've played. Well, they've played non-existent passing offenses. Now in walks Jackson Dart.
Now they play a rookie.
You don't know what you're going to get. Complete unknown.
That is true.
Complete unknown. If you're going to roll the dice though, yeah. Malik Neighbors at a low point again. I'm buying low this week. That's the theme. Okay. Buy low, sell high. Sean.
Great strategy. CJ, what do you got? Give us another prop here.
I'll give you a receiver where you do know at least you know what you're going to go against. Speaking of terrible secondaries, is there anything worse than the Dallas Cowboys secondary?
No.
I say no.
No, definitely not.
They've given up 900 passing yards so far in 3 games, 9.8 attempt.
It's even worse when you look at the quarterbacks.
Right, I know, and especially that Week 1 game versus Philly,
they're saving careers.
Where they didn't even throw the ball against them, and then the rainstorm game is basically 2.5 games.
Wait, so Philly, Jalen Hurts had what, like 100 yards?
Yeah, like game? Nothing. So it was also or
was that the other?
Yeah, Russell because Russell threw for 450 and Caleb threw for 300 last week.
Yeah, so Jalen Hurts, there was not much damage done in the stat.
No, it was 152. He ran for a bunch.
And they've still
they've let up 750 since
they just don't adjust. It's the craziest thing.
Well, they said someone had a line about Eberflus finally fixed Caleb Williams.
Yeah, he finally developed him.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he thought he was so good too. He was going against his defense in practice.
And wide receivers specifically, also the most yards, 661 yards to wide receivers, which is the worst. Hell, Wendell Robinson was getting 150 yards against the secondary.
That was a game. That was a hell of a game.
42.84 EPA expectancy for wide receivers when they played these Dallas Cowboys, which is head and shoulders above everyone else in the league. It's disgusting. Smash! Now you got these Green Bay Packers coming in on the Micah Parsons revenge game off of the Cleveland loss.
It's just the perfect scenario.
It really is. You got Jordan Love. I mean, you could pick any one of these Packer receivers. Dobbs is probably the most trustworthy, though. But if you want to look at the deep threat, Matthew Golden.
Yeah.
Definitely laterable for 100%.
It was a week early on the ladder, maybe.
Yeah.
Although we got home some of
He had Golden even had some like decent looks against the Browns, where he might have been able to turn it up for a little bit more.
Well, his routes have increased each game too, which is good. And so he's obviously getting into the offense. He's a rookie wide receiver, and now he's just starting to find his own. And what better way to absolutely have your coming out party on this Sunday night? His over is 41.5 yards. That could be one catch right alone. Let me just take a look real quick at what the ladder bull. Just for the fans out there, it's not an official ladder, but definitely lateral bull. 40, like I said, 40s plus 50s plus 130. 70 yards is 3-1 plus 304 plus 440, 80. 100-yard game for Matthew Golden plus 950. My goodness. And the thing with DraftKings is these ladders don't stop. These Jack and the
They keep
Beanstalks are like,
going.
well, if you're going to give me a number, I'm going to take 120 yards to 20-1.
They
How could I
haven't.
not?
They didn't adjust it much off of last week,
No.
which is odd considering. I mean, there's
Right.
big plays. It's almost one of those games where you just play longest reception for everyone on the Packers.
Yeah. I mean, Wicks, anybody.
I mean, the fact
You
that
know,
it just seems.
You know what? Yeah, I was gonna give out a Marion Hampton over 65.5 rushing
We should all
yards.
give out a Packer receiver.
well,
we should spread it out 3 wide.
I'm just gonna make it simple. Just give me Jordan Love
Yeah.
over passing yards at 232.5.
Oh, that's a crazy number too.
I mean, that is crazy low.
Let's see. I wasn't gonna give one out, but let me get involved here.
I mean, against Washington, he threw for 292.
I'll one up both of you. Jordan Love over 37.5 longest completion.
Oh my God!
They're all good.
How does that not hit? Even with Love's bad game last week against Cleveland's
loves to
phenomenal
chuck it up.
defense, right? Still at
He
100.
loves to chuck
He
it.
had 183.
Yeah, and even with those numbers in there, he still completed over 68% of his passes. Ratings are 110.
Yeah, come on.
Like,
The
right.
Love yards is criminal. 232.5. Get smash that over.
So I've
tack it on. Love it.
I'll put it off to the side because I don't want it to count towards the 5.
Okay.
Marion Hampton was my one that I swapped out over 65.5 rushing yards. I think this is now that he's got the bulk of the workload, Najee Harris is gone. It's a Greg Roman offense.
Yeah.
He's still going to get a bunch of carries. Giants have not been great defending the run so far. 65.5 feels very doable for a Marion Hampton. Any show
That I agree with.
Okay. It's the tone of surprise in his voice, CJ.
That's too low.
I
He's
agree.
low 60s running. He's a bell cow.
All right.
He has a good
Run
matchup.
first off,
And he's on a team favored by a touchdown.
and they're probably going to be bleeding the clock.
On my list as well.
So yes.
Although I got 64.5.
All right.
Shout out to my bookie.
I know. I feel like a dog bringing back like a bird to the owner, and like I drop it as, is he going to accept this? Is he going to like it? Or is he going to throw it? Throw it. Does it meet his standards?
Well, people always love some bonus props. All right,
Yes.
so I got one more left. Then we got the ladder. Then we got
Yep.
the DGen parlay.
Let's do it.
See, Kramer, what's your final?
I'm just looking
one?
at my list. Somehow I already have. Let's see. I have the 5th one I'm about to give out, but then on top of that, I have. Let's see. I already gave these ones. I got the Fairbairn and the Love and the Hampton one added on. So I got 3 bonus props already. All right. So the Colts pass defense has been very difficult to analyze because they played the Dolphins in a game where that immediately was over and they just didn't look ready to play football. And they played a Titans team that also you could say doesn't look ready to play football. Now, the game against the Broncos, who excelled in the passing game for the Broncos? Well, it was Troy Franklin. 9 targets, 8 receptions, 89 yards. Do you know where Troy Franklin plays? In the slot. Puka Nacua is going to have a game.
Oh
He's not found the end zone yet. So if you prefer to play it that way, his anytime touchdown is even money.
Wow.
Or you can go over 87.5 receiving yards. I'm playing both. I think this is one of these. And if you want to play receptions, I mean, he's averaging double-digit targets. He's going to eat in this game. Puka overs. So over 87.5 receiving yards and the anytime touchdown.
Colts secondary extremely banged up as well.
I just think they're gonna. This is their first test.
Yeah, but I think they're missing like 2 starting corners. Aren't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, they're banged up. Love the Rams. Love Puka Nacua. Feeling pretty much better about my Puka Nacua offensive player of the year ticket than my Ladd McConkey offensive player of the year
Good
ticket.
God.
I mean,
How did he become the 3rd option within a week?
it
As soon
was-
as they signed Keenan Allen, he just
it was-
moved down. Now Quentin Johnson's the alpha. What the hell's
when,
going
when,
on out
when
there?
they brought in Keenan Allen, my first thought was fuck.
Oh, I thought he was a
Because I thought
corpse.
the Ladd stuff was still good.
Right.
I thought he was still going to have a good year,
No.
but I did not see the Quentin Johnson back from the grave, and Keenan Allen still playing at an incredibly high level. So, not feeling great about. Well, again, it was 110-1. But CJ, what's your last of your regular vanilla
regular
props?
vanilla style props? And just real quick, this So this summer off season was the first time I did a dive into like the fantasy nerd podcast world, and Kramer gave me off to a couple, and I appreciate it. They were very good, but yeah, they were.
Well, I put you into the deep end.
Yeah.
I think I sent you over to establish the edge.
Yeah, exactly. I was over there, and like
Which Sean also appreciates the level of nerd that
sure. And
those preview episodes.
It is great, but they have no accountability. Their Lad McConkey crimes won't be answered to anyone. You know, they're saying how the entire offense was running through them. Whatever. Anyway, they were wrong on a lot of things, but they were very detailed about it. All right. Speaking of vanilla. Final one. I mentioned earlier how the New England tight ends ran all over Pittsburgh, specifically Hunter Henry. He is the Mr. Vanilla. Now, Carolina, they allow the most tight end receiving yards in the entire NFL. And Hunter Henry had 30% of the team targets. He's their number one option. Yes, he had a monster game. He's got the fourth most targets out of tight ends in the NFL. For Kramer, he's got 28.7% of the team's receiving air yards as well.
Very good.
Extremely well.
CJ's getting into it.
Yeah,
I like
air yards.
I like that.
Got to bring in air yards. Got to bring in EPAs. His total's at 36.5.
Man in the lab coat, Ryan. I think it's just the way he's in the lab.
Well, no, it's man in the box. The box is just a computer.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. Well, the box can be anything.
It's a digital.
It's
a
digital box.
That's where it starts.
So you're taking the.
I'm taking yards.
You're taking yards.
36.5. Hunter Henry.
That's a good one. And I'm on a similar, slightly different angle. I'll save it for the latter play. But I love to your point. Panthers have been horrible against the tight end. It does feel like Drake May needs a game, and he loves Hunter Henry. Stephon Diggs hasn't done shit. You know, you got Pop Douglas, you got Matt Collins.
He's their number one receiver, Hunter Henry.
He really is.
It's crazy.
For me, I think he has a bounce back game at home. Our buddy Rosenberg. Check out him and Scott Reichel on the newly released Propcast,
fastest growing show on the network.
Yes. Oh, really? Nice.
And he personally texted us to tell us that they moved it to Friday out of respect for.
Didn't want to compete
for our show, which is understandable. You don't want to put up stuff against the Super Bowl and things like that.
Exactly.
And I like that J.R. Smith level of irrational confidence.
Yeah. He came as a blessing. As a tribute almost, it was very respectful.
That is respectful.
Michael Penix over 227.5 passing yards. I know he looked horrible against the Panthers, but this is at home against a very suspect Commanders Redskins football team defense.
It's a big number still. I saw that
227.5.
I would take the over before the under.
Yeah,
for sure,
he's had one home game. It was against Tampa Bay. He put up 298. He had that goes back to last year. His previous home game, he had over 300. Commanders let up 289 to Geno. I think this is just and he's done a very good job. Or in general, when the offense has been working, they've done a good job getting Bijan involved in the passing game. Kyle Pitts is back healthy, so I think, and they clearly have to design some stuff for Drake London. Drake London, they're not giving him the gimme stuff. They got to bring that back. So I think there's going to be some designed Drake London stuff that makes it
kitchen sink game
a little easier for.
They fired Ike Hilliard.
Yeah,
all-time giant, fucking assholes.
Terrible. That is disrespectful.
I mean, yeah, he was great. Was he a Gator? Florida Gator,
yeah, of course.
Spurrier?
Yeah, he's part of the Rydell Anthony type Gator. Those receivers, like Hilliard, Rydell Anthony. Who's the other one?
I just don't understand.
Skinny little.
How is that
squirmers?
How is your receivers coach the problem?
That is weird to get fired as a positional coach. As like the first guy gone.
Bet Detective's gonna have to get on that. There's definitely a story back there.
But
down there,
I think it's just like, hey, we have Drake London. You're not using him. You're fired.
Home of the Freetnik.
Hey, let's put together a little Underdog entry. Of course, Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN. And I just saw this as I was walking into or getting set up here. They are upgrading the play $5, get $50 in bonus funds. It's now 4 new customers play $5, get $100 in bonus funds. So if you've been on the fence, get in now. Promo code SGPN. Kramer, will start with you putting together a little Underdog entry. What do you like?
You don't have to go near the equator to, well, I don't know what you call it, but increase your projection.
Okay.
Like you're walking up a ladder.
Okay.
For Fairbairn. We wanted to start there.
Fairbairn alt.
Don't have to go to the equator, say.
So would we go higher 2.5 field goals made? Is that what you're suggesting?
Because I'll be honest, like this is a special teams prop kind of game.
Yes.
Because also isn't this the kind of game you take the over on punts as well? Bad offense on both sides. Yeah. Do you go 2.5 or 3.5, CJ? I want you to. Do we run it all? Because 3.5 gets us up to 4.77x spicy. Does he have 4 field goals?
He's got 4 field goals in him. He's tilted that he missed one last week.
So do we go?
He's going 5 for 5.
5 for 5.
Let's do it.
He's going 5 for 5.
So we'll go higher 3.5 far barn field goals.
Yeah.
This is going to be.
I think we just pair it with one other thing.
Okay.
Keep it simple. Because we're juicing this one up. We pair it with one other thing.
What is Jackson Dart's rushing prop?
Ooh. Well, Kramer and I gave that out on the
I don't want to give out. I want to read
on the regular NFL show. It's 34.5.
Okay.
I like the higher there.
Yeah.
I would say Jackson Dart rushing. I think it's going to be early and often. The number
he had a number of
factors it
70-yard games in college there his last season. We could juice it up to 69.5 rushing yards at 3.85.
I still think we go. I mean,
No.
Jordan Love is going to throw all over this
Right,
Packers defense,
Well,
right?
yeah,
Like,
I mean, if you want a free square, sure.
yeah, I do.
No need to double spice. You're right.
Which one do we do?
I think we just do passing yards. Keep it the simplest. Jordan Love, because we're already at just Jordan Love higher passing yards and Fairbairn 4 field goals. We're already at 14x. I don't know if we need anything else in that. Kramer, how say you? CJ?
Little Wentz anytime.
I was gonna, my spicy was going to be Wentz higher fumble. But
that's fun too.
But we're already at 14x. I don't know how high we need to
Cam Scattaboo's number?
What do you want to play for Scattaboo, Ryan?
I mean,
receptions.
You know, he
bucked over.
He went over
linebackers.
53.5 yards last week against the Chiefs.
Scattaboo's going to be getting involved. What is it going to mean with Dart? We haven't seen Dart with Scattaboo in there.
I like a Scattaboo longest rush.
13.5 yards.
Shoo, come on.
All right. So we put Scattaboo longest rush. That's up to higher 13.5.
Right, this is right.
20. I got to get my readers on.
28.62.
Now we're talking. Now that's a play.
Now $100 entry returns you $2,000.
I'm putting 100 on it.
Yes.
Let's go.
$62.
I'll get in on that.
All right, there you go.
I'm gonna drop the link in the chat so everyone can tell.
You want to get in? Promo code SGPN. $5 now, up to $100 in bonus funds. And of course, we're also brought to you by Rhythm. The Rhythm is gonna bet you with props, picks, sides, totals. They got it all. This is the Smart Signals. Very fun if you're looking for some of their favorite props. You can build your own models, and if you track your picks in the model, you have a chance to win $1,000. Or track your picks, and you can do it for free. You have a chance to win $1,000. That is the ultimate EV opportunity. I like this one from Rhythm. Of course, Rhythm promo code SGPN25 gets you 25% off your first month. Josh Allen under 1.5 passing touchdowns is plus 125. I kind of think there's a number of ways that gets home. I think James Cook is the guy who's going to be having a big game. I think Josh Allen with his legs if needed. And I wouldn't be surprised if they put this on cruise control. So I like that one as well from Rhythm. Their Smart Signals are some of their favorite plays. And of course, you can build your own model. And again, get in for the free competition for a chance to win $1,000. That's RITHMM, promo code SGPN25. Okay, time for the ladder section.
Yes.
I know everyone's a big fan of this. Kramer, do you want to start with
you
the
go
ladder?
first? I'm doing something real quick.
Okay.
I'm spreading the word about the Underdog entry.
Great. And I'm seeing a lot of Trey Tucker talk in the chat. Do you think, Kramer, you were on Trey Tucker last week?
Son of a bitch. I was so dangerously close that it was on the rundown for the VSiN show, and I swapped it for Brock Bowers. He has 3 touchdowns. I mean, it's tough. The price is shot, right? That's the problem.
And James is saying whoever played the Trey Tucker receiving yards last week, that was Kramer. Thanks for the inspiration. I laddered him from 25 to 100 yards to make 45 units. I mean, that is awesome. Oh my God. It's also slightly tilting when people take your winning plays and
make it better.
And make it better and win more money.
I did have the Trey Tucker anytime.
Yeah.
But even in like another chat with someone who also bets, I gave them the Trey Tucker 2 touchdown, and then I didn't end up betting it because I talked.
What was his 2 touchdowns?
45-1. 3 touchdowns. Forget about it.
Go Beeves in the chat saying Justin Herbert rushing yards ladder. I took a look at that. It was 14.5.
So here's an interest. So
what was your take, Ryan? I didn't end up having a strong opinion on it.
They have overly like if anything, one of the complaints about the defense is it's traded some aggression to ensure that rushing quarterbacks don't kill you.
Yeah. Well, they did a good. I thought
Mahomes didn't do shit last week. You know, Dak's not a running quarterback. Jaden Daniels got going a little bit, but they were still playing to keep him in the pocket. And so I think they'll be somewhat away. Now, that being said, they're going to play man coverage behind a 4-man rush. So there's going to be opportunities for Herbert as well. And
another person in the chat wanting to know, Rubric Ocean, very interesting name there. He says Dick Punches is Mike Evans anytime. I might Keenan Allen anytime. I could see myself playing that for our first any and many section at some point. Keenan Allen to have a good game. Kramer, are you worried about Keenan Allen?
Definitely. Drew Phillips has consistently lost in the red zone to receivers who can get off the line well.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's if I was telling you that the matchups I would be concerned about, it would be whoever's lining up in the slot and the running game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that offensive line for the I think people are glossing over the current state and injuries on the offensive line for the Chargers, and how the way that Joe Alt got beat last week is the same way he's going to get rushed this week by
Joe Control Alt Delete. Yeah, no, Decker was worried
Brian
about the speed
Burns
rush.
is going to be able to do the same shit that Benito just did in terms of dipping the shoulder and getting around the edge. So, and we're not even talking about Abdul Carter.
No,
we are not.
No one is for some reason.
So you look at those plot graphs that
he is still the odds-on favorite defensive player of the year, although Jihad Campbell is stiffing right around there, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, has any rookie really done much?
The 49ers kid, was it Mikael Williams? He's kind of been interesting, maybe with Bosa out.
As soon as Abdul Carter has like that 2-sack game, I mean, he's already blocked a punt.
There just hasn't been a dramatic change in the market, but Jihad Campbell, who CJ assigned to me in speed betting over the summer on VSiN,
nice.
That is a tremendous CLV.
Can we talk about the CLV from that session? Because I have a Cam Scattaboo 90-1.
Wow.
From that same session, and now what's Scattaboo now? Scattaboo and Dart's prices
even
plummeted.
money.
They both I mean, Dart's down to 7-1.
Dart is crazy.
Dart's down to 7-1.
Why is that crazy?
Scattaboo's like 12-1. And Jihad might be the odds-on favorite.
But Sean, if before the year you knew he was now starting and you knew that Cam Ward sucked and there wasn't another quarterback to compete with,
what were you guys just saying about giving out picks to other people that win money on, and you get tilted on? Like I'm giving, as you guys are just celebrating all these amazing numbers I'm giving out.
Still a long way.
Talk about the Dalai Lama giving out fantastic numbers. Giving out numbers.
Pull a deli ticket.
Get a number out.
No, it was just. I guess it was just crazy because it was 20-1.
Yeah, it was a 30-1 Jihad, and now
30
So
yeah.
CJ tried to give me a 55-1 a couple weeks ago. It ended up not being available, and I got a piece at 45-1. So I do have a 45-1 ticket.
The shift that was crazy was it was 20-1 after the Giants Chiefs game, and then 7-1 once he got started.
Well, I think that once you hear him. I mean, the climate this year for Rookie of the Year. Who's the Rookie of the Year right now?
It's wide open.
Offensive Rookie of the Year?
Sides.
Yeah,
I would say.
Offensive Rookie of the
Year. Yeah. No, I have Tyler Warren up there, and who was the others?
Let me just pull up the odds. I'm sure that will make.
I mean, to your point, Warren's the only one who's made any sort of noise, offensive or defensive.
And he's a tight end who's very unlikely to get it unless he has a really awesome year. Right, the bar for a quarterback is so much lower.
Bukba is probably.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Ibuka should be the one getting it, but on the
Yeah.
defensive side, it's pretty open. Hampton's at plus 650, and he hasn't really done that much.
Is Abdul Carter still the chalk on that?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
crazy. He should not be.
He has a block punt. He's gonna, and his pressure numbers are good. He's gonna get home eventually.
Listen, I know,
Ibuka plus
but he
360.
shouldn't be that price though.
That's fine. I agree with that. Warren plus 550, Hampton plus 650, Dart 650.
That's amazing.
T-Mac 750, Ward 850, GT 10-1, Quinshawn Junkins 15-1. Are we pausing a quick little future shop right there?
What did you say? 15? What's the
Judkins 15-1, Scadaboo 20-1.
It's just like I feel like you have to have a good offense.
Now Judkins does have a suspension upcoming as well.
Yep. Well, you never know. It might be next year.
That's true.
Travis Hunter is 30-1. Any interest?
But it also is reasons why
Offensive
they
or
might not.
defense?
They might not want to vote for
Because he
Judkins
hasn't
because
done
of that.
anything on either side.
Matthew Golden before he plays Dallas is 45-1.
There, now
that
you
is-
got something.
You want to do some day trading?
Yes, now you got something.
Yeah. So, but
Right.
in the context of like that list is hard to really differentiate because even Ibuka having a good year, if it's not like a great year, Dart just has to win some games and look pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just the Giants schedule could make it tough there for
Well,
him.
if he wins some of those, it almost makes it easier
Yeah,
because
it's true.
if he comes out,
How
with
many
some,
games does he have to win to win the offensive rookie of the year?
they have to be in the hunt at the end of the year.
Yeah, I think you got to win 7 or 8 games.
You have to be flirting with playoff contention.
Mm.
And you'll get credit with like, oh, well, they started 0-3. So if he had only,
I would almost rather take Giants to make the playoffs than
I don't think they need to make the playoffs. I think
he doesn't need to make.
Yeah,
the
he just
playoffs
has to be
win.
fun, and that's all they care about.
It's
fun.
not a sexy rookie crop so
Right.
far. I mean, the 5th favorite is a guy relying on Bryce Young.
This guy has won me some money over the years. He's cashed one of my all-time hits on a.
You know I'm a degenerate.
So maybe I have a soft spot for him because he did have a 2 touchdown game that cashed me a tremendous amount of money back in November of 2022. He had 2 touchdowns and the opposing team won. I'm not going that way, but I would say this. CJ, you nailed it. The Panthers have been horrible against the tight end. Now Hunter Henry is dealing. Hunter Henry's dealing with a knee issue. He was a full practice. He probably should be fine, but I'm still rooting. I will take a little.
Zach Bond's dealing with a little knee issue. He was out there. He's healthy.
Right. Henry's playing.
Well, right.
I'm just saying it's the same thing.
What do you mean it's the same thing?
It's the same thing.
No, Zach Bond had a brace.
Yeah.
But then it was off today.
Yeah.
You kept saying, "Oh, he's having a brace."
I'm saying Hunter Henry also out there practicing.
That's what I said.
Okay.
I said he's dealing with a knee injury.
I know. I was just joking that it's the same way that I set up the Zach Bond thing, and you were not as receptive.
Well,
to
right.
that.
I'm setting up 100-1.
Got
So
it.
I'm highlighting how Austin Hooper might have a path to get 1 touchdown is plus 650, 2 touchdowns for Austin Hooper against this horrible Panthers defense is 100-1. And even if Hunter Henry ends up being 100%, which it kind of looks like he's trending in that direction, he's still Austin Hooper's still involved. He's had 6 catches. He's getting a little bit of looks here. They're going to play some 12 personnel. So Austin Hooper 1 touchdown plus 650. Austin Hooper 2 touchdowns 100-1.
I love it.
I mean,
love it. I love it. No, I love it.
Hunter Henry had 2 touchdowns last
And
week.
Hunter
I'm
Henry
kicking
could be-
myself for not being on him.
Yeah, and he could be a 20-20 guy. Right, rest that knee for a little play. He'll do the work and let Hooper.
Yeah, he
get the
could easily get the
touchdowns.
yards
Yeah.
and Hooper gets the touchdowns.
Sure.
I think they're going to be able. The more I think about it, I don't know. The Pats Panthers game, I'm not going to bet any money because I picked the Panthers. The 5.5 feels too high, but I could see the Patriots actually putting up some points because the Panthers on the road is a different animal. Kramer, what's your ladder?
So we were having some pleaser conversations off the air.
Ooh.
So I'm going to go to my pleaser game. Jameson Williams, his ladder numbers are comical.
Really?
I'm going to go backward. Well, I'll go forwards. His regular number is 44.5. We're going to start right at 60 yards plus 160, 70 yards plus 225, 80 yards plus 320, 90 yards plus 450, and a 100-yard game is plus 640. What?
Wow.
see from the Ravens against this Browns team, availability of air yards down the field. I think this could be a little bit of a blowout, and we know how good the Browns are against the run. I was a little surprised to see where his number was for this game. So, and I've been a couple times people have DM'd me with the bringing my awareness to that some books will allow you to ladder the longest reception number. This is certainly the kind. I don't know. I don't have any availability to that, but this is certainly the kind of game where I mean, he's going to have. I would personally set his longest catch right at his yardage.
Well, and that Bears game was an amazing reverse correlate parlay when he had 2 catches, 105 yards.
I considered that, but I had a bet. But
that's the point for your longest reception.
Oh no, I mean
that's what he does.
I just
50 yarders, whatever.
So yeah, we're gonna play this, and then also I am gonna play. I wasn't able to find the market yet, but I plan on playing longest. Or most receiving yards, Jamison Williams on the weekend or on Sunday, whatever market you can find.
Love it.
Yeah,
hopefully Malik Neighbors doesn't take me down.
Big Jamison Williams fan. CJ,
yep.
What do you got? What does the laddie daddy have in store for the ladder loving audience?
Yeah, well, first, thank you very much, and thank you for giving me this introduction because I am the laddie daddy. I've made my content here. I've put it out there. I was on your VSiN show, I do a full ladder segment there. This is why I'm talking to the commentators right now who are out there, who said whoever gave out the Trey Tucker yards. Thank you. I made money. Whoever gave out what?
When Sean gave me credit for, I just gave CJ a look.
What did you?
What do I have to do to be remembered? I have a goddamn bird ladder. I'm putting on a TV. I made a clip of it. Yeah, I have a damn ladder here.
Well, Kramer, did you give out any Trey Tucker
Tucker anytime, and then there was the long story about how I had 2 touchdowns
CJ,
on the
it's just because
rundown.
I
gave out a 33-1 ladder that banked, and the only reason why it was 33-1 because that's where they capped it off at 100 yards. He had 148 yards. I put it out on the VSiN show with the ladder. I made a clip of it. I'm the goddamn laddie daddy giving out Trey Tucker binks.
I'm offended for you, CJ.
It was disgusting. I was just letting them. How long they want to go back and take? I don't even blame. Whatever you guys want to take credit, that's fine. But these guys not understanding. I mean,
it's
Sean.
Kramer's just been in my ear. He must have said Trey Tucker and was like cursing that he didn't have enough money on Trey Tucker and Trey Tucker this and Trey Tucker that. I didn't
have the ladder either.
I assumed there was
2 touchdowns with the ladder. My God.
Oh my God.
I assumed it was just Kramer because I was watching the games with him and he kept cursing Trey Tucker because he didn't win enough money off of it. So that was on me.
Well, I gave out a full Trey Tucker ladder on your VSiN show. Tune in every Friday night at 7:00 Pacific. And my handicapping for that was going against Washington. That while the Trey Amos, the rookie cornerback, is very good, he was going to be locked up on Jacoby Myers, but their second cornerbacks, Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Sainristel, whatever how you already pronounced that.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Yeah, Sainristel or something.
Sainristel.
I remember when I quizzed you guys out of 96 ranked D-backs by PFF. What do you think those two come in at? You guys crazily guessed top 10, which was insane.
And we were wrong.
We were wrong. They were actually 88th and 92nd out of 96. So what do we got now? Let's go right back to the well. Washington going down to Atlanta. You were on Michael Penix props. Michael Penix throws a great deep ball. He hasn't done it yet this year, but he throws a great deep ball.
We going Mooney?
Amos will be on London. Mooney just came back week 2, so this is his second week back, as Raheem Morris said. He's really he's fired up to see what he does in week 3 and 4, then progressing and all that. He is called the key to opening up this explosive offense. He's a deep threat. He averaged 15.5 yards a catch last year. Let's go Darnell Mooney. This week's Trey Tucker against the second and third awful D-backs of Washington. Just to get the ladder out of the garage, it's 44.5 yards, but we're not looking at that. We're skipping rungs here. We're going up to
shoot for the moon.
Yeah, absolutely. 70 yards is plus 257, 80 plus 370, 90 yards plus 570. 100-yard game for Darnell Mooney is plus 820, and because DraftKings allows it, let's just say he does what Trey Tucker did last week, which was 148 yards. We're talking 120 is plus 1720, 130, 24 to 1, 140 yards is 35 to 1 for Darnell Mooney. I mean, he can do that with 3 or 4 catches, but I'll throw it all the way up to 100 at plus 820 Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, there was so. I mean, if you're in the fantasy streets this summer, which again can't stress enough how if you are someone who loves football and you're obviously not betting a ton in the summer, you got to get into best ball because it forces you to start reading about stuff.
Yeah,
and it's just football. It's more football gambling before football gambling starts. And Mooney was a guy that was like. He's going to be heavily
getting a lot of buzz, and then he got injured.
Also, maybe a tribute to Ike Hilliard, receiver coach, being fired out.
You think he's going to pour one out for him?
Pulling out for Ike because Mooney's his kind of guy, and I imagine, it could have been a reason why he got fired.
I love it. I have a feeling I'm going to be kicking myself for being a week early on Darnell Mooney. I had him last week for the 2 touchdowns against Carolina. Similar game script, similar stuff, but.
It's fine. You can take credit for it next week when the audience says whoever did
this
that.
Is also my ladder. I'm co-signing. I'm the guy at the base holding the ladder, keeping it steady.
Yeah.
And the home road splits, again, small sample size for Penix. He's been so much better passing at home against that Washington secondary. Huge chance for some massive yards. Big boys getting loose. For whatever reason, I've been seeing that big boy grilling on the roof video. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
Ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof. Grill on the roof. I think it's come up with like the Tampa Bay Bucks re-signing that 450-pound guy. A lot of people asking, has he ever grilled on a roof? I don't know. For whatever reason, that video's been, and it's catchy as hell, the song. So, all right, time for
I'm a degenerate.
Play of the day. Mine is fairly simple. So we'll look to Austin Hooper, getting him involved in the anytime TD. Him to get in the end zone. Travis Kelce, also I think favorable matchup, big game. Get him going here. Travis Kelce, I don't think he has a touchdown yet this season. Oh no, sorry, he has one.
He dropped the one against the Eagles.
Dropped one against the Eagles. Did have one week 1 against the Chargers after he killed Xavier Worthy, and my offensive player of the year ticket for Xavier Worthy. Travis Kelce, Austin Hooper, and then to add to it, Colson Loveland looks like he's going to be out. Cole Kmet involved in the red zone. I think this Raiders secondary and just defense in general has been pretty porous. Marcus Mariota carved him up. Cole Kmet already had a touchdown last week against the Cowboys. I think he could do it again. So Cole Kmet, Travis Kelce, Austin Hooper, all 3 guys get in the end zone. 80 to 1. Let's go. Or 79 to 1.
All right.
Kramer, what do you got?
Quick update from earlier in the show. We'll little team degen parlay for the Ireland game. Steelers defense first with last is 494 to 1. Vikings defense anytime first and last is 312 to 1. So you can play it both ways and have a nice little. I mean, just imagine.
Do you need to do the alternates? Do you need to do Vikings first, Steelers last, and Steelers first, Vikings last?
I like that.
Or maybe you just parlay parlay the anytime.
So they're all the same price except for the Minnesota defense is the cheapest price. So I mean I think no, because your premise is there's only one touchdown.
Yeah, but there could
So I think you don't get cute like that. Okay. I think you maybe also play the no touchdown, which, like I said, I would expect to be somewhere between 80 and 100 to 1. Again, we're playing. This does not include special teams. Don't play that shit.
All right.
Don't.
Anyway, that was from earlier in the show. We're going back to the defensive touchdown. Well, it was really heartbreaking seeing all those defensive touchdowns last week and being
Kramer. How can they keep scoring defensive touchdowns and I'm on none of them?
I was on the wrong side of multiple games.
There's so many of them.
Jordan Davis would have been a great cash.
Well, that was a special team.
Yeah, special teams.
Oh, you're
that
right.
Wouldn't have counted.
But like first plays of the game, Panthers, like first play, bang, crazy.
All right, so
Colts,
which I was on the tight. So starting with the Lions defense looked pretty frisky last week. This Browns defense has been living on the edge. We haven't seen the Joe Flacco just like plant job. So they're the first defense we're throwing in the round robin. The second one feels like the most obvious, but has a longer price. So Detroit was at 6-1, Houston 7-1 against Tennessee. That seems crazy. They're going to get home in that game. And then we're going to throw a little bit of the wild card here, but this Jags defense has been turning teams over.
Yes.
Also 7-1, 447-1 for the 3-way parlay.
And round robining.
Yeah, we're going to go round robin. So 2 of them will be 55-1 and the longer one will be 63-1.
Love it. Yeah. I mean,
we're hitting one of these.
The Jags defensive touchdown feels pretty good considering just how the 49ers have been getting by, like
squeaking by. CJ?
Sure. Yeah. Squeaking by Jags. Of course I already gave out the Saquon counter one for 110-1.
That is beautiful.
I'm going to have to tail that as well.
But we're discussing you leaked a little bit earlier how I was thinking. Now the big game of the week, of course, Kansas City, Baltimore. We didn't really talk too much about that except for the Travis Kelce. I want the big storyline that someone has to go 1-3. Can you believe it? Can you believe the Chiefs will be 1-3, or can you believe Baltimore?
Mathematically impossible not to.
All right. We'll be 1-3. Well, what if I told you there's a way that neither team could end up 1-3 after Sunday? And that is if something happened that didn't happen all year last year, meaning we're due a tie.
What?
The game.
You're calling your shot with the tie?
Calling a shot with a tie. Now the tie market's a little tough to navigate. You got to look around.
CJ, no tie.
No tie. So I try to tie in some ties. Well, the one market I did find you could do first half tie, final result tie.
Yeah.
That's a parlay. That was a low 50-1 for Kansas City, Baltimore. Just to get the overtime is 13-1. So 50-1. That's just straight up. That's the first half final result tie. Wanted to juice it up a little bit there. So I tossed that in there. 50-1. You can do straight up just for that. What about the other team? Someone's got to win, right? Between Tennessee and Houston, one of those teams has to win.
Do they?
Or do they?
Wait, you're calling for 2 ties?
2 ties. Let's tie in the ties together.
Diabolical.
Also, first half tie, final result tie. You parlay that together. Kansas City, Baltimore with Houston, Tennessee ties. 6,175-1.
Well, so now I see why you were scoffing at my 79-1.
Well, I mean, I had 50-1 earlier. Well, it's funny because my first Saquon correlated was like 50 yards and under 2.5, and that was only like 68-1. I'm like, well, I can't go to the show with a measly 68-1. So that's why I went 60 yards to make it 110-1. I mean, you have to go 3 digits.
Beautiful.
So I have a 2-digit, a 3-digit, and a 4-digit. That's how you. That's how you come.
It's like the Goldilocks.
Yeah.
We're like the Russian nesting dolls of parlays.
Right.
I just love I just love multiple ties.
Multiple ties. Tie in the ties.
Well, we're due for a tie. We haven't had a tie in the NFL since what? 2020.
We're due for
season.
2 ties.
Yes, we are due for some tie regression. Good times, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. As always, hit us up, comments, questions over on Spotify. Always appreciate the 5 stars over there. Check out our show on VSiN. We got more ladders. We got more TD props. We got Tail of the Tape, our favorite paper ticket parlays.
Yes.
That show starts at 7:00 Friday night over on, if you have YouTube TV and you have Sunday Ticket, you probably have VSiN as well. If you have Sirius XM, you can listen on channel 158 over on Sirius, or get the VSiN subscription, VSiN.com. Plenty of ways to watch. We get CJ on there, and Kramer and I chopping up, talking ball. Good times over there. Anything else, Kramer? Oh, and check out the Steins. I saw someone just saying they got a Stein. These Steins are badass. The beer Steins, new into the merch store. Promo code football, 25% off. And that promo code ends at the end of the month. So get in there, hook yourself up. Still time to gear up for college football and NFL season. Kramer, of course, as always.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green. He's Ryan.
This week we get rich.
Kramer, let it ride.
I'm wet. You know I'm a degenerate.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man.